It's a family business, and the very first thing is to keep the quality. In the near future, Rioja is going to be in the top of the world. But this is our way of life. We love it.
George, tell me a little bit about the family history behind Muga.
Well, in the Muga family really is not just one branch. It's not just the Muga family. We are coming from two different branches. The Muga winery used to be grape growers. They've been grape growers as long as we can remember. And the Caño family used to be winemakers. My grandfather was the grape grower, and my grandmother was a great winemaker and a great taster. There was not a very good communication between grape growers and winemakers. So with the matrimony of my grandfather and my grandmother, the grape growers start to listen to the winemakers, and the winemakers start to ask for a specific grape which will make great wines in Rioja. Okay, so it's more or less what we can say. Our history is parallel to Rioja's history.
Does great winemaking happen in the winery, or does it happen in the vineyard?
I believe in people with the sensibility of understanding what's happening in the vineyard. My grandfather, my grandmother always had enough sensibility, enough criteria to understand what was good and what was bad. If you have that sensibility to try to learn continuously, every day, then you have the opportunity of developing yourself and developing your wines. And that's what I believe in.
Muga has an absolute love and respect for tradition. You even have your own cooperage right on site.
Yeah, we understood that the barrel making is very complex. It's difficult to learn about the oak because it takes so many years. We need to make sure that there is the right seasoning of the oak, to make sure that good components from the oak will match perfectly with the components of the grape. So it has to be perfect, and we want to make sure that the barrel is the building of the barrel is perfect. And the last point could be controlling the toasting of the barrel. The toasting of the barrel could destroy the work of many years in the vineyard, so it will be the perfect decoration for a great wine.
After touring the facility with you, there's one thought that comes to mind about Muga, and that's tradition. You are actually still clarifying the whites with egg whites.
Well, that's a good job. Helps the stability of the wine and helps the cleaning. So we don't find a reason to change, even though it's a very old technique. Some things from the old techniques shouldn't be changed because they work.
There are an awful lot of winemakers and wineries within Rioja. What makes Muga so different?
Sometimes, well, you taste the wine and you say, well, this is a wine, it's a good wine, but where is it coming from? It could come from any place in the world. It's an acceptable wine, but we want something more. We want a good wine. We want a wine which should be identified with Rioja. I will say that that's the main difference I see from our wines to other wines. Farming the other grapes is difficult, but we know how to do it, and we like the impact of these grapes into our wines. They make our wines different.
George, thank you so much for the tour, and it's really special for me to visit a winery who has such a stronghold on tradition and doing it the old-fashioned, long, hard way.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Cheers.
Cheers.